Okay, guys. So I started working at fixing it because I looked at it. I was like, it sucks. It's an alien. And then I started video. I was like, wait, I gotta record fixing it. All right. So what I think's going on here? I don't know what's going on. Something's going on. Something is the reason it looks like an alien, and it's got to be the eyes. They're too high or something. Let's try moving them down. I moved them out. I spread them out a little bit. Now I'll move them down. Could be that too. Something's off. I got to figure out what it is that's off on this guy. Oh, that looks better already. Sort of. That's what it was. They were too high up. I'll look over here. Over here. Okay. Ignore those little dots that make it look like pupils because it's staring at you. That looks better. Okay. All right. So that's apparently what it was. It was too high and too close together. Man, this is two screw ups on my part. It's alright, it happens. It happens. Alright, so now. And now I think what we got going on here is this is too close to the mouth. Okay, so we'll move out a little bit. And this is too much. His chin is too pointy. It needs to be kind of flattened a little bit. There you go. He already looks more manly. I think the sides of his head need to come in. That looks better already. See that? His jaws can come out just a little bit. Not a lot, but sides of the head kind of come in. And then the top's got to come down just a little bit. Yeah. Looks better. Alright. See this right here is going to have to be built up too. I got to build that up. But for the moment, it already looks better. Better make this smaller. It's too big. Smaller. Stretch the mouth out just a little bit. There you go. Looks better. Alright. There you go. I think I got him back under control now. And then smooth this a little bit. He can have kind of chiselly look to him, but he looks almost kind of feminine a little bit. If I was going for the chiselly look, that is. I mean, if it was a female character, that'd be fine. Or whatever. I mean, either whatever. There's nothing wrong with. It just I was trying to match this one up. So to match this one up, I'm gotta kind of keep it very kind of jaws, major jaw action going on here. Oops. just using clay tubes here. I'm doing kind of subtle buildups. There you go, that's better. I'll probably hate it tomorrow when I look at it again. Or whatever. I'll look at it again later and I'll be like, what was I thinking? Again. Alright. Yeah, that's closer to what I wanted. Alright. So I'm gonna build up using clay tubes, clay strips, clay tubes, whatever they're. I think they're called clay strips here. They're called clay tubes in ZBrush. He's got that over the eye kind of build up there. Let's put it in there, and it comes down here on the sides. All right, let's smooth it all a little bit. All right. That does look better. All right, so hit this with a little smooth right here. Okay. All right. And this guy, he's come in a little bit more than mine, so I'll just the front. See, yeah. Yeah, I'll smooth it just a little bit. Okay, the back of his head is definitely wrong now. He definitely looks like an alien. And his neck's definitely gonna come forward now. I don't know if I can pull. Whoa. Oh. Because I moved his head without his eyes. That's not a good thing, is it? No, it's not. So we'll just do that. The easiest thing to do. I'll have to do a little work on the eyes now, but that's okay. I'll just take this, put it on negative, and make it smaller. Whoa, that's a big brush. And I'll zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Got to clay strips build up the sides of his eye here if it's gonna match this guy. Give me this draw tool back. Control Z. Smaller. There you go. All right. I gotta fix this. Strips, little clay strips for that kind of fatty buildup of it. I don't know if it's fatty or if it's tissue or what it is, or it's muscle. It could be eye muscle, I don't know. But there's a buildup right there on most people. Okay. And then real close. Hitting the wrong, probably. Okay. And grab that. Okay. Alright, and then smooth just a little bit. All these funkiness. Okay, it probably needs to be remeshed. I'll be totally 100% honest with you. Alright, fine. I'll remesh it. We're going to lose detail. Yep, they're remeshed. Okay. So now, I'm just going to hit it with the smooth. This should fix it. Alright, so that'll work. Alright, so now we got alright, there you go. Okay, so it doesn't look too bad. As soon as you turn it away from the thing, it doesn't look as good, but it's fine. I'm gonna make this neck bigger, definitely. Oh, smooth the nose inside the edge of the nose there. Oh, some big nostrils. Alright, so clay strips, and let's max up our size. We really gotta bring his neck up. Okay, and I'll put those neck muscles in there that I was talking about earlier. They come in from here. They got these kind of looks like an alien. I went too crazy, didn't I? You've gone too far. But it was alive. It was alive, I tell you. You've gone too far, Dr. Frankenstein. Okay. And then I just need to bring this part of the it's gotta come forward. better. Alright, so some people actually do have that on top of their head, but I don't want this guy to have that on top of his head, so I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna hit it with some clay strips. If you have that, if the top of your head looks like that, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you, but I'm not doing it to this guy. Nobody can control the top of their skull. Looks like I realize that, but still. There you go. Alright, so now our friend needs ears, right? Alright, so best way to make ears. Let's mask the mask tool. Box mask this guy. Oh, good. It finally did it. Oh, I missed part of it. I knew it would. Alright, box. Can I get it all? Okay, a little spot on his chin there. I can't get that one little line. That's weird. It's one little spot. Okay, it doesn't matter. All right, so now let's get the mesh tool for a negative. Make my brush way smaller. And let's put where his ears are supposed to be. So let's look at, let's use our model again. So object mode. I just need it so I can see the ear. Oops. Okay, that'll work. Like this. Go back to scoped mode and zoom in. All right, so that's so weird. That's when I did it. It looked like it was lined up. Now it's whatever. So let's go here at the top of the brow and the ears where that's about there. So I'll make a little bit of a spot there. Okay. All right. And then the neck muscles come up to the back of the ear. So it's right about here. And the bottom of the ear lines up with the bottom of the nose. So right here. So the ear is about right here. And about this shape. Okay. All right, unmask that so it's all pretty. All right. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do? We're gonna get some clay. It can only build up in the area where the. It can only go in the area where the mask is at. That's the only way I can go. Alright, so instead of pulling it out of the original, which I've done both ways. I've pulled it out of the original and I've built it out. So I kind of like building it out better. Alright, so let's see what we got going on there. Not big. And we can move the ears down some more if we think that it's not doing the right job. Keep building up more and more clay. Keep building up the clay. there's a part in your ear that it actually sticks out more than the... His ears look high. We can fix it. I mean, they're high up on his head. I'll fix it. So I'm just going to keep building out this ear form first. That's about right. Okay, let's work on the bottom a little bit. Alright, that'll work. Alright, so behind the ear, let's go with this with a negative. Smaller brush. Take out some of this behind the ear. Okay. And it's masked, so I can't get too crazy with too much of it. But at least I'll make the kind of define the shape of the ear a little bit. Alright, so I got that. So now the inside of the ear. Okay. Then the ear has... Okay, so this one's pretty close to what it's supposed to look. There's kind of a Y shape that goes in here. Alright. And then there's this part comes down in here, right, like that. Like that. And then you got the big hole. And then the goes up like that. Okay. And I'm going to grab the elastic tool, make it a little bit bigger, pull the ear back just a little bit. That should actually help. It's hitting the mask. Yeah, that's alright. It should help this. There. Okay. Alright. Okay, and make it smaller. And pull this part of the ear forward a little bit. Pull it out. Pull this part bigger again. Pull this part down. There's no magic way to do this, guys. It just kind of... I'm showing you the way I'm going to do it. You can do what I'm doing. Or you can try a different way. I don't really think there's a right or wrong way to do it, but this is a pretty decent way I'm doing it, I hope. Okay. Alright. The mask is kind of making it funky there. And then put a little bit of clay in here for this curvy downy part. Say that. Okay, and then shift this a little bit. Alright. Okay. And then this. And grab this. I might have to remesh it again. Just needed more mesh in here to fix this ear shape. And it also unmasked us, didn't it? So we'll have to fix that. go ahead and work for a minute without the mask on it. See how far I can get without masking it again. Okay, so there's like a little shape in here. And every ear is slightly different, but I call it a Y. To me, it looks like a Y. So I'll put it in there. Okay, and then just, oops, even smaller, and zoom in more. I have to, I don't want to remesh it again, so if I can just smooth this area out here, if I can get this smooth, I'll get it to work. It's just got a little funky in there. Come on, smooth. A little bit bigger brush for the smoothing. That'll work. 13 is better than 3. There you go. It worked. Okay. Smooth it a little bit. Alright. So generally, I think that passes for an ear. And then I'm going to smooth this all out. Trace back to the head. And I got some mess up spot in here. I can see that. So, I don't know if I can even remesh that back together. Let's try some clay strips. It might be so twisted, I don't know if I can clay strip even back to normal. Yeah, I don't know. I can try. I'll try smoothing it some more. If I can smooth it enough, I might be able to fix it without remeshing it. But we'll see. Oh, it looks like it might be working. Clay strips and smooth it. Clay strips. Ooh. We're getting a bad spot. Okay, so this does happen. And there is a way to fix this. Alright, so over here you have a advanced, okay, and then you have this front faces only. Okay, so when you get things like this, because when things get thin, they start flipping. Okay, so if you put front faces only, you can sometimes, it only affects the front and not the, it doesn't affect the back side of the polygons, just the front, and that can sometimes fix these bad little spots like that when it gets, the geometry gets just a little bit too thin. You can use it. You got it. You should turn it off though once you're done with it, because if you leave it on and you forget it's on, it can create havoc. Let's just put it that way. And it doesn't seem like it should, but trust me, it will. From experience, I'll just tell you, it will screw things up pretty good, and you won't be able to quite, you'll be like, why are you doing this to me? And it's because you forgot that was on. So, all right, and I'm only gonna leave it on for another minute or so here. I'm just gonna try to see how many more details I can get while it's on, and then I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, I think that works pretty well for a year. Okay, and then this part, I'm going to put it for smoothing first. Smooth first. I can try to. I still got the. I know I still have it on. I know I have not turned it off yet. In case you're sitting, looking, watching me do this, like, it's still on, yelling to me. Like you yell at people through the TV set. No, don't go in there. It's still on. I know. I do know it's on. There you go. I think we were able to fix the problem. Whew. That was close. That was definitely a close one. Okay. That could have potentially been a giant mess. But I think we got it. Okay. Almost done here. I'm going to turn it off as soon as I'm done. Just seeing how much farther I can get by using it. And it looks like it worked. Pretty much. Pretty good. Okay. Alright. Alright, there you go. Ear. Now, let's see, did it work on this side? Yeah, pretty good. Sometimes you get, because things could slightly be off, you know what I mean? So sometimes with these real precise things, you get something that'll be a little screwy on one side. More than the other side, but I think for the most part it's working. Okay. So, smooth this ear out a little bit more. It looks so ragged. I like the details, but I don't want it to look ragged looking either, so I have to smooth ragged edges out. Alright. Smooth it all nice. Okay, and smooth this. Alright, so that works. Okay, so there's the side of the head. There's the front of the head. I don't know. The ears look a little high. I don't know if I want to move them or not. Well, let's see here. Let's see if I can remask. Is there a remask? No. Alright, well, we'll just mask it all. And unmask them ears, and then we'll move it. I better save it. File just before I do this. Save as. Because I mean, the ears are not insufferable. Like I could live with those ears if I had to. It's funny because the side, I don't think they look as high as they do from the front. Okay, so now I'm going to take the mask off of just the ears. I even hate doing this because I'm actually pretty happy with these ears, and then I'm gonna screw it. I'm gonna do something that's gonna potentially make it really screwed up. To do this though, you're gonna make sure you get all of the ear unmasked. Okay. I know, I see that stripe on top of his head, and I'll fix that in a second. This is important that you get all of the ear unmasked, because if you leave part of the ear unmasked, it's definitely going to deform it, and you don't want it deformed. You're going to have to clean it up enough as it is when you get back to it. So leave no part unmasked. Make sure that is a potential right there, because that was the folding in part. I'm worried about that right there. Like, I can't properly unmask it there. Okay. So, let's get in here. And as you notice, the closer I get, the smaller my brush gets. So my brush is set on Oh, there's a setting for my brush. Give me a second. Bigger brush. I'm just gonna mask this. For some reason, it doesn't like to mask the top of the head. He's got a mohawk from Last Airbender. Wow, all the way down the front of his face. It's really weird. I don't know why it got so screwy with you. It's like it ran. There's like just areas it just randomly didn't mask. It looks almost tribal, like the design pattern of it. Actually, kind of interesting to be honest with you, but all right. Okay, looks like I got him all. Oops, back of his neck. Well. That wouldn't be the end of the world if something's screwed, because I gotta fix all that anyway, but we'll fix it anyway. Okay. Alright, here we go. So, I need to move those ears down. So, let's look at it straight on. Let's grab the... Let's see what happens when I could do this. Down, 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 down. Right about. We'll go about there. Yeah. Not terribly bad. Not great, but not terribly bad. Look at me, I'm a mess up on there. Okay, so we're going to remesh it. Remesh. Okay. And then I'm going here and smooth it. Oops. Way too big of a brush for smoothing. Way too big. Way too big. I'm just going to go to smooth. It'll be make my life easier. Touch that lightly. Touch that. I was happy with it too. Well, I was kind of happy with it. It's alright. It's not that terrible. It's not that terrible. That bad spot is still kind of acting up there. Can you see that? Gotta add some clay to that area. Do I have the front faces only still on? Yes, I do. That's alright. It's for this is still okay. I think it still needs it here because it's so skinny of an area. I'm working. I'm just trying to add some clay strips in here to build this edge of the ear up. Yeah, looks like it worked. Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to go negative and carve this out here then smooth it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably have to go do it again. Carve and smooth, carve and smooth. Yeah, a little bit. Carve it again. Really carve it in there this time. And then smooth very lightly. I spent a lot of time working on doing ears. I practiced a lot on ears. So if I made that ears look easy, it's because I made a lot of really bad ears to get to that ear. Because I think ears are one of those things, like, really important stuff. Mouth, lips, obviously the lips part of the mouth. The lips, eyes are ridiculously important. Eyes, nose is important, but the ears are important too. Okay. All right, here we go. We got this guy with ears, and he's make this a little bit bigger. And he's got this kind of weird kind of thing on it. Just polish it a little bit. All right. So now let's bring in his body. There it is. His head looks too small for his body, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. We can fix that. So it's not a big deal. Alright, and alright, so let's make the whole head object mode. Okay, now at this point I have to join the eyes because I don't want to join the eyes. I'm scaling the head up. No, I'll have to fix the eyes, that's all. Alright, the head's gonna get bigger. I know the next not right. That's a given, so I understand that. Let me see what this looks like. That looks better, right? A little bit bigger, just a little bit. Right there. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so now I gotta get his eyes wherever they're at. Yes, I was right. That's where they're at. Nope, that's not them. No. Yep, there they are. And okay, they have to. I know. I'm gonna fix the back of the neck. That's not even a. It's not even a possible. That's a for sure. Don't look at me. I'm hideous. I'm hideous. You're fine. Alright, I'll just have to fix his eyes a little bit on the sides. Alright, so I'll work the eyes in a minute. Alright, I'll do the eyes now. I'm like, let me save where I'm at, because I got the head the right size. Save as. $16. Enter. Okay. So I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to take this. And I'm going to go to... I'm just going to boolean the head into place. Boolean. Union. Did it not work? Oh, I got it. Okay. All right. Apply. I'm going to take this, the other head. I'll just move it over here. Okay. Now, let me go in and... Oh, crap. I'm thinking... I don't know if all that, let me see if I can do with this. I'm going to get this head out of the way for a second. Just go away from my head. Let's go over there. Let's see if I can get this thing to, without doing the remesh. Because I don't want to screw the hands up again. Let's see what I can do with this thing. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try. Let's try, neighbors. Let's try. Okay. What would you do if your postman brought you the wrong mail? Would you be a good neighbor and be a postman yourself and deliver the mail to your neighbor? Or would you open it up and try to spend his birthday check? You know what your good neighbor Mr. Rogers would do? I would open it up and spend the check. No, I don't think Mr. Rogers would do that. Would he? I don't know. Why am I doing that? That's a good question. It looks like he's Frankenstein stitched together, doesn't he? Let's see if I can see what I can do. I'm really trying hard to work on this without bullying. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I'm going to try. Well, it doesn't look that terribly bad, except for the fact he's got lots of scarring. Alright, let's see here. Maybe I can mask. Let's try that. I don't know if that'll work. Let me save again. I'm about to do something stupid. At least I know. At least I know I'm doing something stupid. Alright, so let's grab the box mask. Box mask his lower body. Really, I just want the hands masked. You know that, right? There you go. Looks like Dave Bautista. Oop. Make my brush way smaller for the masking. I'll clean up all this. The whole point is I just want to make sure those hands are masked. There's that weird tribal pattern. Okay. Alright, so that. Okay, now. Let's see what happens if I remesh this dude. Please don't screw the hands up. Oh, I think it did. I think it did the face too. Yeah, it did. Definitely did on the fix the neck. Yeah, web the hands a little bit. I fixed that, I guess. Oh, I lost the good lips I had on there. Dang it. Dang it. So I'm glad I saved it. So let's try to edit, undo. There you go. So, time to Dinotope. So, I'm just going to go and activate it. Bam. I'm done playing around. I have to use it because I am not going to remesh those hands. And if I remesh it, it's going to... if I remesh it, it's just going to... screw everything up again. So, I don't want to remesh it again. I've reached the end of my remeshing capabilities. Now, so I want you to notice how cool Dinotope works. It's basically doing what I want it to do without the remeshing. Like, well, I didn't do this a long time ago. Well, because like I said, I've been watching these modelers that are way better modelers than me. I mean, like, they're just amazing. And they're all about not using dinotoping. They were using just remesh from the start. But, you know what? There's a couple that still that use dinotope, so I'm just going to have to be one of them. That's all I can do. Dinotope, smooth shading. Okay. Let's zoom in. Try to dinotope up this, try to smooth out these neck injuries. And I don't know. So what I'll do is I'll just throw some clay strips in there. That should fix the problem. And then see, smooth the clay strips. There you go. That worked. Alright. Oops. Alright, dinotope rescued me. Clay strips. So the cool thing about Dinotope is what it does is instead of redoing everything everywhere, oh man, it does not like that spot, does it? Oh man, I made a hole there. What is going on? Anyway, it just basically adds geometry only where you need it. So it is. That's why the artists that have used it, I think, is what the point was. Save it for the last part. Save it for when you get into the super fine details. And yeah, I think that's good advice. Okay, so I'm just smoothing out where I absolutely need the smoothing out. Instead of remeshing the whole thing. Okay, and then I'll work on the eyes again. So the eyes need a little bit of fixing now. Yeah, but I got my good old Dinotope on. Did I not put... Oh, I know I clicked that. You saw me click it. keep clicking the smooth shading. Just stay on. Okay, now it's working. Weird. Weird that it didn't stay on. Also weird. Okay. I don't know. We'll just have to repair the eyes. That's all. Okay, front face is only is off. Good. Alright. Grab my little... Get smaller. Zoom in. Is the smooth shading off again? No, it's not. I don't want to remesh anything, so. See, this is the Dinotope is a little screwy. See it? Try to draw sharp. See if that helps. Maybe that will work better with this. I should be able to just draw into this clay. And it's acting very funky. Clay strips. Alright, and then maybe because that was on my caps lock was on, I'm wondering if that was what was causing the screw to screw, but I don't think so. It seems to still be screwy. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I want to show you one more thing. Alright, we're gonna leave the eyes like that for the moment. I'm not happy with them, but they're there. They're sufficient enough for the base mesh. Okay, that I got going on here. I think, yeah, that's what that right there is weird. Okay. Shift. This is what I was trying to look at. I'm going to save it before I remesh it. File. Save as. Alright. Mask. Clear mask. Alright, so he's saved. I don't like his eyes now. I liked them better before, but if I remesh it, see if this adaptability, I forgot what this did, but we'll try it, see what happens. Alright, we gotta turn this off to be able to remesh it. Oh, that's what I thought would happen. Okay. Undo. Yeah, I don't want to remesh it. Let me see, without doing anything to it now, and the Dinotope is off. Let's see if I can cut those lines that I want better. No, they're worse. They are worse, my friend. Yeah, this is why the remesh works better. Okay. But if I remesh him again, you saw what happens. I lose all my detail. It looks like I've lost it anyway, so I have to remesh him. Oh. Okay. Alright. Well, that was worth a try. Alright, give me a second. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video right now. I'm going to do a little bit of research on the best possible ways to... Because I don't know why it's... I'm not for sure exactly why it's going screwy on me. So let me file, save as again. And then I'm going to save the video and leave it off here. And then we'll, the next video I'll come back and I'm going to do a little bit of homework myself. To see what the best route to get the super fine detail is going to be at. Now, here's the crazy part. After you do all this sculpting, if you want to actually animate the character or use it for anything else, you have to go in and you have to basically re-topologize, as it's called. And that's when you build a polygons all over the outside of it. But we're not going to do all that. That would be for a totally separate life. Like if I taught a sculpting class. I mean, a full 3D class. This is just for you to make a sculpture of your character. Okay. But, alright. So, I think this is acceptable for our base mesh for the moment. Not happy with the eyes, but we'll leave it there. So, that one was better, but the eyes are giving me problems now. Okay. So, I'm going to leave him right here. I saved it. I'm going to end the video, and then I'll do another video on fixing the final. Actually, what I'll do with the next video, I'm going to leave it this way it is. The next video, I'm going to turn it into someone else, into like a character. Okay. Because it was just a base mesh anyway. So that would be sufficient for base mesh. So hold on for a second. Before I stop the video. Let me show you what we got going on here. So as far as the base mesh. Alright. So basically we have a human form that I can use to make another male character. Okay. All right. He's not the best, but he's there. He's something. Okay. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a male character that I want to make a model of, and then we'll use it to make him. So the next video, I'll take an actual character and we'll start making this base mesh into it. All right, guys. Thanks. Appreciate your time.